Sherman Goldenberg here, RV Business, with Daryl Sear, President of the RVMH Heritage Foundation, Inc., and, which commonly known as the RVMH Hall of Fame. And we're here in early May on what amounts to a kind of a big moment for the Hall in terms of its general finances and so forth. Tell us about that.
Well, it's April 30th was a red letter day. We had set a goal several months ago in a program called Burn the Bank Note. A year ago, we had owed the bank $840,000. We had a challenge from the Ingram family that if by the end of April 2013, we could get the balance down to $50,000, they would pay the last $50,000. And at the end of the day on April 30th, the bank balance was $49,744. So we made our goal. We are going to have a burn the bank ceremony. I called Tony Ingram. He said, I'll get a hold of Betty Lou and the check will be in the mail tomorrow.
Tony Ingram being a major creditor of the Hall.
Yes, Tony and the Ingram family, Boots's widow, Betty, that foundation is a major creditor of the Halls. The total debt there is $3 million, but they have another matching situation there where each time we make a payment, they're going to match the principal at 50%, which cuts it down to $2 million.
If we look at the big picture, if we look at where the Hall was, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
A year ago.
A year ago.
Just a year ago last January.
Pretty extraordinary turnaround.
The debt a year ago last January was over $5.5 million. Today it was down to $2 million plus the $600,000 to the Woodworth collection. We still owe David Woodworth, and he's agreed to settle for $600,000 cash, and that's the debt we have left is Woodworth and Ingram.
Largely this turnaround attributable to what?
I think it's, well, first of all, I can say as a volunteer president, we were able to save money in wages. Second, we have cut expenses to the tune of about $3,000 a month, not counting any wages at the Hall of Fame, but more than anything, it's all the folks in the industry stepping up, literally hundreds of them with these different programs from the initial $100,000 challenge with the Ingram family. We raised $171,000 there. We had Burn the Bank Note. That was over $200,000. So, and there's just literally been hundreds of people step up in the industry, both RV and MH, to help us pay down the debt.
Major contributing factor, and you with humility probably don't want to hear it, but is your presence too, because a lot of us know, if you don't mind my saying it, that a lot of this turnaround really, accompanied your arrival here. And so if we look at the Hall and its daily, monthly functioning now, income has increased. You were telling me beforehand. The monthly business of being a rental facility has increased.
That is correct. On the Northern Indiana Conference Center.
Which is the south side, essentially.
Right. It's basically the south
renamed,
entrance.
yes.
Right. Renamed Northern Indiana Conference Center. The income from that for the first 4 months of this year is 3 times what it was a year ago. So that's been a success in renaming that, so that folks, if your daughter was having her wedding, she wouldn't want to have it at the Hall of Fame, but Northern Indiana Conference Center is fine. So it's now standing on its own, and
as a rental facility.
Right, as a rental income, a place for people to hold any kind of venue that they would like. And so the word is out, and the folks that have been here say they're coming back, and more on top of that. So that's a good source of income now for the hall.
One other thing I think we want to touch on real quickly is you were also telling me beforehand about consumer involvement here. Something we don't realize or think about, but individuals, Mr. and Mrs. America, RV owner, enthusiast, have begun to sign up as lifetime members in some cases.
That is correct. In the last 6 years, under the old plan that was in place, total memberships was 189 Hall of Honor members. We just ran a promotion with the Family Motor Coach Association for 30 days and sold 420 memberships in 30 days, which amounted to over $16,000 income for the hall. Matter of fact, that was one of the things that allowed us to meet our goal to burn the bank note.
Very good. Well, at that, I want to thank you for joining us.
And I want to thank you for coming out and talking with us. And I think the industry should be very proud of the Hall of Fame and the shining star that it has here. And I'm just, I feel blessed to be the one that was able to come in and work with all my friends in the industry and see this thing continue to go in the right direction.
You're actually having fun.
I'm having fun. The last year it went by in a flash, and I've had fun, and to see all of the folks in both industries step up and open up their pocketbooks and help the Hall of Fame.
And enjoy
it's just
themselves.
been wonderful.
Yeah.
Yep, it's been
All right.
wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We do appreciate it, and till next week, RV Capital Talk, RV Business. Thank you.